Hello, my friend. Alicia Lynn Diaz here, transformational healer, Ayurvedic health practitioner, and creator of the Enlightened Body System, as well as the Enlightened Belly 21-day gut reset. I want to share with you today the top 12 methods that you can use, one or more of these tonight, to get amazing sleep. I want to see you waking up rejuvenated, alive, energized, and to have energy all throughout your day so you can do the great work that you're here to do in the world, and you can be connected to the truest part of yourself, which is very hard to do, right? When you're exhausted and fatigued and lethargic and your brain is foggy. So I'm going to give you these 12 methods that you can use to help you get sound sleep. So I'd love to first off hear from you in the comments below. How is your sleep at night, and where have you been struggling? That way I can make sure I make additional videos to support you with your very specific challenges and requests. So I look forward to hearing from you in the comments, and let's dive into the content for today. So the very first thing may be a surprise to you. Number one, to make sure you get a really deep sound sleep, is to eat an earlier, lighter dinner. An early, light dinner. So your early light dinner, can you even see this on my... So your early light dinner, your gut actually gets depleted. The gut enzymes and acids that get released in your GI tract become diminished after the sun sets. So the later that you eat dinner, especially if you eat a heavy, dense meal late at night, it's going to negatively interact with your sleep. So your body wants to actually detox at night. Your liver goes in and cleanses your blood, and if there's a bunch of food still in your gut trying to be digested, well then your liver has to go to digesting the food rather than cleansing your body. So you'll wake up feeling lethargic, more stiff, more tired and exhausted. And if you have a slightly lighter dinner, as close to sunset as possible, you'll wake up feeling fresh and bright-eyed, and that's what I want for you. If you have a suspicion that your digestion is feeling clogged up and you're this heavy lethargic feeling, and maybe you also have food sensitivities or various things, then I actually want to invite you to another free training that I give called the Reset Your Gut, Upgrade Your Health. This is a free online training. You can go to my website, alicialyndiaz.com, click the button that says Gut Reset. It's also /gut-reset, and you can get that training right away, and I'll go through all the 10 things that you need to do to reset your gut immediately and start having more energy. But that's the first tip, is when it comes to sleep specifically, having your dinner a little bit earlier, a little bit on the lighter side, trying not to have too many heavy grains or proteins at night. Those are best kept for lunch, but having lots of veggies and soups and something that's light and energizing, and that won't bog your energy down while you sleep. Number two, digital detox. Put down your devices, please, at least an hour before bed. Ideally, you're going to be aiming to fall asleep by 10 p.m. So ideally by 9 p.m. you'll start to detox from your devices. Give yourself a break from the screens, from the stimulation, from the blue light. It actually messes up your melatonin. Your melatonin naturally starts being released in your body depending on where you are in the season of the environment during the time of year you are, but it's around between 8 and 9 p.m. So as the days come to an end and as the sun sets, your body naturally starts to release melatonin. So you shouldn't need any supplements unless your schedule is just totally off, which we're going to talk about that in another point. But at least, the very least, don't take your device to bed with you. Don't scroll while you're laying in bed. Make your bed a sanctuary for rest and for sleep. And don't start to associate tasks and to-dos and things that are outside of yourself bombarding you, messing with your hormones and your neurotransmitters and the light coming into your eyes, but rather give yourself a break. For me, I actually put my phone on Do Not Disturb from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. So I don't get any messages. The phone doesn't make a sound. The only thing that is someone for an emergency can call me, can call my phone, but otherwise the phone is completely on silent. And I take my digital detox very seriously. It's a really important part of just coming back to myself and my own connection to peace and ease and myself rather than diversifying all of my energy and feeling fragmented. Okay, next, dim lights. Dim the lights. Dim lighting. Make sure your environment is dark and quiet. I hope you can read my messy, quick handwriting. I don't want to have my back to you on the video for too long. So dim lighting in the evening, especially in that last hour before you go to bed, and I hope I didn't scare you off by saying 10 p.m. If you're not going to bed at 10 p.m., if you're going to bed at 12 or 1 a.m., don't be freaked out by the 10 p.m. Just know that your body naturally starts to detox around 10 p.m. So if you can even just move your bedtime up by 15 minutes or 30 minutes for like the next month, that's going to start to get you moving in the right direction, and you'll wake up feeling more and more refreshed. But one thing that's really important is whatever time you're going to bed, as you unwind, you want to turn all the lights in your house dim. Now, if you have bright overhead lights, you can bring in soft dim lighting. You can get salt lamps you probably see in the corner of my office. I have salt lamps all over the house, and in the evening the salt lamps go on, and the little white Christmas lights and the pretty selenite lamps, all the different like dim lighting, the mood lighting comes on, and the overhead big lights go off. Now, one of the things I used to do was actually do a lot of candlelight. I don't do that so much now, but candlelight is one of the best to help your whole body just wind down, getting ready for sleep. But one thing I do if I'm going to leave the house and then come back after dark is I'll turn all the salt lamps on, and that way when I come home, I don't have to flick on the big harsh lights. It's like, as soon as the sun sets, the dim lights come on. So there's a natural transition between daylight and the mood lighting of the evening, and it makes a huge difference for your eyes and your body's natural ability to release that melatonin and help you have sound sleep. That being said, you want to make sure when you are going to sleep that it is completely dark and quiet, which might be hard if you have a spouse or a pet or children, things like that. But at least for when you're falling asleep, you can wear an eye mask if there's light that comes through your blinds. You can wear an eye mask, you can wear earplugs. So these are all things to keep in mind, and this allows your all of your awareness to be drawn within. So your senses withdraw within, and then all of your attention can come back to your breath and ease and peace. So dim lighting, full dark, and quiet. Next on the list, we've got create a health-boosting evening ritual. So we'll just call this evening ritual or evening routine. This can be as simple as 5 minutes before bed that you put a candle on in the bathroom and you brush your teeth and you put some water on your face and you get into bed, have a sip of water and get into bed. Whatever the routine is, it can be 5 minutes, it can be as elaborate as an hour. In a separate video, I'll actually show you a bunch of wonderful evening routines to help you get sound sleep, and so you can build out your own routine. But for the purposes of this video, just anything that you can do that gets your body in the mode of like, I know that I'm going to sleep now. It helps create kind of a grounding, anchoring point for getting into bed. One of the things that I do when I have a hard time falling asleep is actually wash my feet, or soak my feet in warm water, even if it's just sticking them in the tub for just 2 minutes. Warm water rinse to the bottom of your feet actually really helps relax. And that actually brings me to the next point, which is a foot massage with oil. Now, there's an amazing herbalized oil that the bottom of your feet actually have all the nerve endings and like acupuncture points as like a map of your whole nervous system and all your organs. So massaging the bottom of your feet helps you fall asleep. So you can give yourself, and I'll go into this more deeply in that other video, but there's a wonderful herbalized oil by Banyan Botanicals. I'll link it in the notes below. That's called Sleep Easy Oil. And Sleep Easy Oil has all of these calming, grounding herbs that go right into your nervous system and help your whole body relax. So you just massage them onto the bottom of your feet. Simple. I massage the rest of the extra oil onto my hands as well, and then put on socks that I don't care about getting oil on them, or I'll just stick my feet out of the sheets and fall asleep. And it's such a wonderful, wonderful support to sleep. The other thing that if you really do need, on the topic of these wonderful herbal allies, so the foot massage with Sleep Easy oil is a great way to help you fall asleep. The herbs are very, very effective. Many of those herbs are also in another Banyan Botanicals tablet formula called I Sleep Soundly, and that is also a wonderful herbal ally. If you're really having a hard time falling asleep, you can use some of these herbal allies. They also have a deep sleep bundle with the oil and the herbal tablets together. So I can link all those below in the show notes. So herbal allies can sometimes be a really great help. The other reason why we sometimes have a hard time going to sleep, falling asleep, and staying asleep, and in a separate video I'll actually walk you through all the different types of sleep disorders and how they're categorized and how to pinpoint those based on your body type. That's a deeper topic. These are all of the overall ways to support sound sleep. But one of the things that happens is that the mind gets the better of us. So I always recommend an evening journaling practice. Journal. I'm sure I could write a little neater. So an evening journaling practice where you just dump all the stuff out of your brain, all the things you need to remember to do tomorrow, because that's one of the things that our mind loops. And that if we can just put it out on paper and get it out of our mind, it just helps us relax and fall asleep. You might want to journal, and again, I'll make another video to help you go through some of the journal practices that I use that are really powerful before bed, and they help you set your intentions for the next morning. But you can simply ask yourself, what went great today? What am I really grateful for? What am I appreciating about my life, about my day? And that helps put you in a state of gratitude and relaxation. You can also write down the things that you need to remember so that you can let them go. You can also write forgiveness or forgiveness prayers or things that you want to let go of. You can also write down a key word and intention, or I sometimes do 3 words of how I want to wake up the next morning. These are all types of things that you can do in your journal to help you wind down for your evening sleep. Number 8, exercise. This is actually proper exercise. Sometimes, if you don't expend enough physical energy during the day, it's actually hard for your body to wind down because it's still antsy. In the same right, if you do too much exercise, that will kind of prevent you from being able to just totally relax and unwind. So you got to find the proper exercise for you. I'll share this if there's interest in all of these things. If you want me to do additional videos, please type in the comments below. Yes, video on exercise for your body type, or video on journaling, or whatever. All the things that I'm mentioning here are kind of an overview, and then I can go deeper into any of these in further topics, in additional videos and topics. But suffice to say, you kind of will know inside of your own body when you're expending enough, when you're not expending enough, and when you've kind of gone beyond your edge. So making sure that, and you don't want to do exercise in the evening, nothing too stimulating in the evening. Your exercise is better done earlier in the day to get your energy going, and then that way you properly expended enough energy, and now you can relax and let go and surrender into rejuvenative sleep. So next we've got for you, oh yeah, we got all these, great. So we've got breath work, gentle breathing. Gentle breathing. So for this, I recommend before bed, deep 3-part breathing. 3 parts means belly, ribs, upper chest. Then you release upper chest, ribs, belly. So as you inhale, it's like filling a pitcher of water. You can do it with me now from bottom to top. And then exhale from top to bottom like you're pouring the pitcher out. And you might see my belly and my ribs moving. It might be hard to see on the video. But you're really letting your belly fill up like a big Buddha belly. Inhale, that way your air is really moving into the lower lobes of your belly. Inhale to the middle, to the top, and then exhale, top, middle, bottom. And as you exhale, you're drawing your navel towards your spine. I've had students go through my Enlightened Body Breathwork course as a part of the Enlightened Body System or the Enlightened Belly Gut Reset, that I've taught this very, very simple 3-part breathing to that has completely changed their life, their ability to digest, their health, their ability to sleep, their energy levels. It has cleared up so many of their ailments just from learning how to properly breathe. It's incredible. So again, if you want to learn more about this, I really invite you to go to my website and check out some of the free resources I have on there. AliciaLynnDiaz.com/gut-reset will give you many of the tools that I'm talking about here today. Okay, next, let's go into overall optimizing your daily rhythm. So we talked about an early light dinner, but you want to optimize your daily routine. When I say daily rhythm, you are part of nature. You are inherently part of these circadian rhythms that happen every day as the sun rises and sets, as the moon phases change, as the seasons change, and you being able to flex and flow and move with these routines, with these seasons through your own daily routine is what will help you optimize your sleep. Because what this does, and there's a whole circadian science behind it that we go through deeply in the Enlightened Body System, as well as the gut reset. But what you will learn is your unique rhythm that optimizes all parts of your health, your digestion, your energy, your creativity, and your sleep being one of them. So if your routine changes every single day, you might have a hard time, your body might have a hard time adapting to sleep properly, because the way that neurotransmitters and enzymes and all kinds of things get released in your body is with a circadian rhythm. And so we want to optimize those all together. Again, the AliciaLynnDiaz.com/gut-reset, that free training will go very much more deeply into the daily rhythms and daily routines. Okay, this is an important one. The last 2 things are super, super important. And one may not come as a surprise, but I think number 12 is really going to come as a surprise to you. But number 11 is very important. Get off all kinds of stimulants. stimulants, well, I should say substances. I'm sorry, caffeine drinkers, coffee drinkers, even black tea, green tea drinkers, if you're even wine drinkers. So a lot of people use stimulants in the morning to wake them up, and then they need wine or beer in the evening to help them relax back down. These artificial, uh, these artificial stimulation of your rhythms actually override your body's ability to come into its own circadian rhythm. So we want to optimize those, and it'll really mess up your sleep cycle. So I have a separate video to teach you exactly how to wean yourself off of caffeine without getting withdrawal headaches and things like that. And the same thing if you're a very light caffeine intaker, or even a very light wine drinker perhaps in the evening. But these, if you're having poor sleep and that's part of your routine, is taking any kind of exogenous stimulation to the body, then it's going to negatively impact sleep. So you want to detox off of any of those substances, and you will find much deeper rejuvenation. And there's so many ways to do that. So I'm really excited for you to check out that next video with how to wean off of caffeine without headaches. Now, number 12, might really come as a surprise, but number 12 is courage. Courage? What do I mean by courage? Number 12 is overall looking at the things in your life that are hard to look at. This is the realm of emotions. This is the realm of witnessing the crazy monkey mind inside your head that's constantly chattering at you, talking to you, interpreting your surroundings and making meaning out of them. So it's really, really important to have the courage to be courageous enough and willing to look at the things in your life with self-honesty. The way that you feel, the way that the things in your life that you aren't happy with, the things that you're avoiding looking at, these will start to, as they build up over any unresolved emotions, experiences from the past, heartbreak, heartache, grief, anger, all of these things build up over the days, months, years, decades of our life, and they start to basically haunt you in your sleep. And so if you're waking up in the middle of the night, unable to sleep, or if you're having funky dreams, or if you're just exhausted and maybe you can't even remember your dreams, this is usually a sign that there's some inner work to be done. And this is what we specialize in the enlightened body system. If you want some support trying to get clear on what that might be holding you back, in terms of sleep, or if you're interested in learning more about the enlightened body system and how this proven process is a 3-month process can have you liberate your emotions, liberate your mind, free up the health in your body so you can reclaim your energy and vitality again, well then please do send me an email either at hello@alicialyndiaz.com, or better yet, go to my website, alicialyndiaz.com, and click the button that says work with me. When you go to work with me, it's just going to pop up a questionnaire, and this is going to be directly read by me. You're going to go through, answer these self-reflection questions, and then you and I can book to have a one-on-one conversation, and I can help you get clear on if you're having poor sleep, what might be one of these things that need to be optimized, or even more importantly, what's the deeper inner work? What's the thing that you haven't seen? What's the elusive pattern that has been holding you back from having the freedom and embodying the health and vitality that you deserve? What is that thing? Let me take you through this proven breakthrough process just in one phone call so that you can free that up, get clear, and then if you want to move forward with the enlightened body system, we would love to have you, only if it's a great fit though. So I would love to connect with you further. If you don't feel ready to totally embrace this last step and have a one-on-one call with me, at the very least, go to my website, alicialyndiaz.com, and download the 8 hidden emotions that are harming your health. It's a free download on my website. So just go there, download that PDF, and read through and learn about the connection between your emotions and your physical body, because there's a very, very real connection here. So I hope that this was a valuable training for you, and may you have deep and rejuvenating sound sleep. I so look forward to reading your comments and to sharing more of these topics more in depth with you on this channel. Be sure to like and share this video if you found that it was valuable, and hit the subscribe button and turn those notifications on so every time I put a new video out on here, we can stay connected and you can get all of this wonderful, deep, inspiring health information that has truly empowered me to change my life. I was on a hitting many, many dead ends, had a life sentence of pharmaceuticals and pain, and the things that I'm teaching you through the enlightened body system, through the gut reset, through these Ayurvedic teachings, they have all truly allowed me and hundreds of my students, thousands that my work has reached, and they have allowed so many of us to just create this liberating, healthy freedom from within. So I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you, and it's my honor to be your guide, and I'll see you on the next video. Subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye.